If you're moving to Austin, Texas, we are in one of the best areas that you could possibly decide to live in because the schools are freaking awesome. These views are legit. And we're actually in a super unique neighborhood right now, but there's no way you're gonna appreciate the prices of these homes until you see what they're like on the inside and you learn a little bit more about this community. So let's get after it. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna tell you is that this neighborhood right now has 42 total home sites that could possibly be built on, and there are only 11 opportunities left. So I'm serious. If you're looking and you're liking what I'm about to show you, you have to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we wanna hook you up with one of these opportunities. But how do you even know if you want the opportunity? You gotta see it first. So let's go in. So right when you come through the front door, I'm gonna take you straight into the heart of the home. So there's a little step down, and the living room, kitchen, kind of dining breakfast area is just kind of like, what's the opposite of elevated? It's like a little bit of a step down. So I think this is a really cool effect. And so you walk in the living room and there's just these big windows. And one of the things I love about this builder is that they prioritize natural light. So you're gonna see it's super light and bright all over this freaking house. So you walk straight in, big windows looking out to the back area. There's a mountain biking trail right below this house. I think I've actually mountain biked this trail before, but you can see a view of the lake and the rest of the area that we're in right now, which we're gonna tell you about here in just a little bit. I really like this kind of like natural wood grain beam situation going on. Not a terribly massive living room, but definitely big enough for like a pretty sizable sectional couch and a couple chairs, things like that. Now we're gonna step into the kitchen. So first thing that you're gonna see is a pantry here, this little closet pantry. Then we've got the refrigerator. And one thing I'm gonna point out that I really like about this kitchen is I really like the kind of natural wood grain finish of the cabinets on the lowers here on the island. And then over here on the oven range side, you've got this kind of like matte black lacquer finish on the cabinets. And you've got this kind of luxe gold brushed bronze, I don't know what you would call that, this handle hardware that I think is a really nice touch. All right, and then over here, you've got this kind of monogram lower cabinet microwave situation going on, coffee station, nice quartz countertops here. You got this 6-burner, let's see, what brand is this? Oh, another monogram oven range here with the pot filler. I always think that is an excellent touch. And then right here in the middle of the island, we've got the sink, nice big ceramic sink here. And man, again, super pretty kitchen. I really like to point out the negatives when I tour these houses for you guys, but like the only negative I can find so far is that, the pantry isn't huge, the living room isn't huge, but I think everything is nice and proportional. Now, this is one of my favorite parts right here, this little breakfast area. So there's no dedicated dining room. You're probably not gonna have like a big dining space in this house. So I don't know, maybe that's another negative depending on, if that's something that's important to you. So if that is important to you, you need to let us know so that we can point you away from houses like this. But if that's not important to you, we want to point you to houses like this. So yeah, I love this little breakfast area that just looks out onto the view, onto the lake, super pretty. I really love this light fixture. I kind of want to know where they got this so I can recommend this to some other clients. And then while we're here, let's just pop on out here. Our boy Aaron is out here getting some drone. Yeah. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Do you have the drone up?
Huh?
Is the drone still up?
Oh, you want to see it?
Dude, let's see some of that.
Here.
Let's see some of that nasty drone footage.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
You're getting the real stuff here.
We might not have a drone by the end of the day.
This is a perfect little balcony out here where you can break your drone if you want to. Oh, I see the drone coming in. There's the drone. So anyway, this is a great porch where you can enjoy your coffee while you break your drone with a view. All right, so Aaron, we'll leave you to it. We'll leave that drone in your capable hands. That is most of the downstairs. So again, living, kitchen, dining room, little back patio there. All right, so now we're gonna go a couple steps up. And then right when you come in the door, over here is the builder's sales office. Normally this would be a 2-car garage, like a little kind of mud room going into a 2-car garage. And then right before we go upstairs, right down here is the half bath. I think this half bath is very well appointed. I really like this kind of tile that they got going on here. Picture of a giraffe. People used to say I looked like a giraffe in high school. You know why? Probably because I looked like a giraffe. And kids are mean, you know? Okay, so that is the downstairs. Now let's head upstairs to see what that looks like. Now, while we're walking up there, I'm gonna tell you, in this community, these homes, one of the things that makes them so affordable, which we're gonna talk about the prices at the very end of the video, but one of the things that makes these homes so affordable is that they are what's called single family standalone condos. So it's not like a condo, like this is something that we have a lot in Central Texas, especially in the Austin area. It's not like a big condo building like you see in New York City or something like that. All that means is that each of these lots is treated like a condo, but it lives like a single family home. That is really, it's basically a home without a big yard. Let's see, the first thing I wanna show you upstairs, if we hang a left, is the first guest room. Again, you got one side windows here and like the light in here is absolutely bonkers, okay? They even put windows in the freaking closet here, okay? So I really like the tray ceiling up here with the wood ceiling accents. I think that is a great touch. Let's see. Heading here, I believe this is a Jack and Jill bathroom. All that means is that it is a bathroom that connects 2 rooms. So right over here, we've got the toilet, shower tub combo situation, and then the single vanity right here. And that leads us right into this next room. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something that I found out when I became a realtor 11 years ago, is that my wingspan is the exact length of a queen or a king size bed. They're the same length, by the way, Google it. If I ever wanna know if I can fit a queen or a king size bed in a room, I just put my arms out and my wingspan will tell you. And so you could very well fit a queen or a king size bed in this room, no problem at all. We got these little built-ins right here. I think that's cool. That's definitely gonna be an upgrade, which is another thing I have to mention to you. So this is one of the model homes, or I think is the model home for this builder. And so a lot of these builders, when they build their model homes out, it's almost like a showroom of every upgrade that you could possibly have whenever you build a home with this builder. And so I'm gonna tell you the prices. I'm gonna tell you the base price of this home as well as how many upgrades are here so that you would know exactly how much this home costs. Regardless, here we are. We are in the master bedroom now. And again, I'm loving the tray ceiling up here, painted wood accents. I think that's a really great touch. As always with this builder, I really like this little light fixture up here. And so this room, freaking A. I mean, I'm sure it is not a big surprise to you at this point, but a lot of really great natural light. Huge windows looking out. And then they also put these little accent windows right here above the bed. And I love the lighting dynamic when there are windows on 2 walls in a room. It just totally changes the lighting dynamic. All right, here we are in the master closet. Not huge, honestly. I've seen much smaller. All right, now we're gonna head into the master bathroom. And I am gonna tell you, for the size of this house and the price, I think this primary bathroom is elite, all right? So right here, first we got this big kind of oversized walk-in shower. That's something that I always appreciate. We've got this commode room. I've learned recently you're supposed to call a toilet a commode. It's much more proper, apparently, I guess if you live in Southeast Texas. So the commode room has plenty of leg room. I'm 6.5 feet tall, so I always appreciate that. Then we've got a linen closet here. And then one of the really cool things that I like about this bathroom is these floating double vanities with the lights underneath. Like I can imagine like when it's nighttime and you've got these lights going on looking super sexy, and then you're looking out at this view and you see just kind of like the lights of the community. I just bet this is a really cool kind of master suite to kind of hang out in at night. Now I'm gonna take a quick detour because y'all know whenever I film these community tours, I always love to show y'all the model, but then most of the time, I also really try and suss out of all the homes they have available in the neighborhood, like which one is the best deal, in my opinion. So what I'm about to show you is Barrett's pick, all right? So I think this home that we're gonna look at right now is the best deal, and I wanna give you a tour of it, and then at the end, we're gonna talk about the pricing, and I'm gonna tell you why I think it's the best deal. This is not a model home, okay? So this is a home that this builder built, and they're trying to sell it right now. It's not gonna be all fancy with interior designer furniture and all that. Like, you are getting the real deal here. So right when you walk in the front door, it's like a split level, okay? So bedrooms below, and then master bedroom, kitchen, living, dining upstairs. So I'm gonna show you that first, okay? So we're gonna go up some stairs. The first thing I see, like I walk into this big kind of expansive living and dining area, and there's big windows out here. Again, you don't really get, you know, a backyard per se in this neighborhood, but you do get views, okay? So I'm looking out these huge windows here. I don't know, this view is freaking awesome. I would love to have this view in my house. I live in the middle of Austin. We just look at our neighbors, our very lovely neighbors. But anyway, open living room here, plenty of room to set this up in a few different ways, actually. Again, I really like these kind of like faux exposed beams here. And then right here between the living room and kitchen is where you would put a dining table. And I really like this as opposed to the model because you can actually put a dining table in this room. It's plenty big enough. So stepping into the kitchen, first thing we see is this pantry here. Now, again, not the biggest pantry. I would love to see a bigger pantry in these homes, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, I also think it's interesting, they've got a big island here, but it does not have a sink. But what it lacks in an island sink, you gain lots of storage in the island, all right? Then you've got, again, this 6-burner, this lower cabinet mounted microwave, kind of similar color wood grain finish on the island versus the range side cabinets, but then the uppers are just super like lacquer white. So nice little sink right here. Look out onto your views. It's just like nature, outdoors. Like this is a nature and outdoor lover's dream. I'm gonna criticize this house once. So I saw this somewhere, maybe I saw it in like an Architectural Digest magazine, but they were talking about how it's ideal to have your sink, your oven, and your refrigerator all in like a triangle, because if you were washing things here or you needed to get something over here from the refrigerator, you pull it out and then you put it over here on the oven range, and then you gotta go back over here to the pantry. Oh, and then you gotta turn around and go back over here to the other side for the sink. I've just heard that that's not ideal. Not a big deal to me, but if that's a big deal to you, you definitely need to let us know so that we can point you to places that have a kitchen set up the way you want it to be set up. But what I do like are these sliding glass doors here in this back patio. This community, the patios, the views, like, again, just chef's kiss. I absolutely love it. Okay, now let's go check out the primary bedroom. So it's right off of the dining room and kitchen here. Big, tall ceilings with the tray ceiling upgrade. Windows on 2 sides of the room. Again, great natural light in here. Plenty of room to fit whatever size bed you want. We're gonna walk into the master bathroom. Big, again, walk-in shower. Not the biggest primary closet ever, but enough to get the job done. Dual vanities here. Not the super sexy dual vanity situation of the model, but still like tons of storage. It's gonna be kind of a common theme with these homes, like a lot of storage. And here, linen closet, storage. And then you've got your commode room in here with a window outside. So you got a vent and a window if you need to open it, just in case things get nuclear in there. So now what we're gonna do, let's go check out the downstairs. All right, so I'm gonna head back down. Now I'm back where the front door is right here. And then we're gonna go down instead of up. It's kind of like a little cave a very well-lit cavernous cave down here. Cavernous cave. Anyway, we've got the half bath here. So if guests were upstairs and they needed to go to the bathroom, they would have to come down these stairs to use the half bathroom, something that you're gonna wanna keep in mind. You've got the garage right here. So here, let's go inside. So nice big 2-car garage. You got the tankless water heater. You got the sprinkler system, electrical panel. I like it. And then so they're assuming like you come in the garage, you walk in, there's a little mud room here. So you got this little mud staging area, hall closet, more storage. And then you come in here to this great big utility room for washer, dryer. Up here you got the storage for the laundry situation. You also have a great big folding table here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a great big folding table right here so that you can fold laundry. And then you're actually gonna take another couple steps down, and this is like the bedroom sector of the house, all right? So nice tall ceilings, windows looking out onto the back, like rugged area that'll probably never get built on. Let's see what these closets, let's do a closet check. Woo, tiny little closet, but again, should get the job done. So I would be interested to know from y'all, so we're in the bathroom, toilet, shower tub combo, double vanities, but I would be interested to know from y'all, like, what type of person do you think this house is perfect for? Because there's some people who would absolutely love this type of home with this type of setup, and there are some people who would be like, I would never buy something like that. And so if this is something that you would want to buy, we want to know. If it's something that you would not buy, we want to know. So reach out to us so that we can ask you a couple questions about what you like, what you don't like, and we can point you away from this type of neighborhood or to this type of neighborhood, depending on what you want. So last bedroom here, let's take a look at this closet space. Strangely, bigger closet space than the previous bedroom. So I'm liking that. All right, so now it's time to sync back up in the kitchen and let's talk about some stats and let's talk about the prices of these homes. And luckily, as always, I got my notes right here because I cannot remember all of this in my little brain here. So before we get to those stats, I want to talk to you a little bit about where we are. So I keep talking about this amazing community, this amazing area. So this neighborhood is smack in the middle of a neighborhood called Rough Hollow. And I say it's a neighborhood, it is a massive community in West Austin. This is a very aspirational people. This is a very aspirational neighborhood where people and families like to come because the schools are amazing. So it's part of Lake Travis ISD, which is one of the top 3 or 4 school districts in all of like greater central Texas. It is absolutely world class. The sports are amazing, but also you have super close access to the lake. It's very family friendly here. There are kids freaking everywhere. The topography is really pretty and it's just really safe. And another reason that a lot of people love Rough Hollow is the abundance of amenities. So in addition to being right next to Lake Travis, I think they've got 4 resort style pools here. There's a lazy river, there's a marina, a restaurant. They're about to have a market out here. There's a fitness center. There's just so many amenities. And if you live in this small neighborhood, you get access to everything Rough Hollow has to offer. Over the last 10, 11 years, I've helped plenty of clients move into Rough Hollow and they all are obsessed with it. And as far as I can tell, they are never leaving. In the next year to 2 years, there is gonna be no more construction, no more new construction in Rough Hollow. So just about everything that's going to be built in Rough Hollow is already built. So like literally, if you wait too long to strike on one of these opportunities, you are going to miss out. And your only opportunities are gonna be used homes, so resale homes, or you're gonna have to rent something out here. If this community looks interesting to you, or you want to explore any of the other neighborhoods around Rough Hollow, like you have to get a hold of us right now. Let's talk about some pricing and let's talk about some stats. Let's first focus on this model home that I showed you guys first. Just a little bit of a recap. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, lake views, 2-story. We've got this open kind of living, kitchen, breakfast area, patio looking out onto the lake, 2-car garage. This is a really great home. So the base price of this model, so if you were not to get any of the bells and whistles that you see here, the base price, if you were to walk into this builder and you say, hey, I love the model, I want to build that home, totally just bare bones, 0 upgrades, that home is going to cost you about $670,000. Now, fun fact, this model is actually for sale. Almost no one is ever going to come in and build a home exactly like the model because no one is going to come in and put in every single upgrade that you could possibly get. However, I'm here to tell you, I just found out today, this model is actually for sale. And that is very unusual because usually we go into new communities like this and the model is the very last thing that gets sold in the entire community. However, they just put this model on the market with all the bells and whistles, everything that you see here, including the furniture. So if you wanted to come in and buy this home literally exactly the way it is right now, I guess it wouldn't literally be the way it is because garage would not be the builder's sales office. They would reconvert it back into a garage. But if you wanted to come in, buy this house with the furniture, with the curtains and everything exactly how it is, it would cost you right about $1 million. And so that's, technically it's $999,900. And I actually feel like I should have given you a tiny little bit of context before I told you that price, because $1 million is a lot of money. However, the average price for a home in Lake Travis ISD right now is right about $1.4 million. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, the average home in Lake Travis ISD is not finished out like this. Like it doesn't have a faucet that is this quality. It doesn't have countertops like this. It's not a brand new home that comes with a warranty. And with that in mind, I actually think $1 million for this house with these views and all of these upgrades is a pretty darn good deal. Speaking of a great deal, the second house that we're gonna go over is the house at the end of the street that we showed you that, again, I think at least on paper, and when I saw it, I still think this, is the best deal in this neighborhood right now. So that home is what's called an inventory home. And all that means is that it is a home that the builder has finished. It's ready to buy, right? If you wanted to buy it right now, you could probably close on it in the next 30 to 45 days. And just to give a little recap there, that house is also a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's got canyon views, so it's the other side of the neighborhood, so not lake views, but canyon views. It's got the master bedroom, living room, kitchen, dining room upstairs with that back patio, and then downstairs is kind of that cavernous, like 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bathroom, right? And it is 1,919 square feet. The base price of that plan, so not that one, that plan has a bunch of upgrades. The base price of that plan is $680,000, but right now that home is on the market for $735,000. Now, why do I think it's a great deal? Well, first off, it is also a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. It is literally bigger than this model, and it is finished out, and it just doesn't have all the interior design furniture stuff. But when you really strip all of that out of it, I think it's essentially the same exact level of quality of home. And let me do my math here. It is $265,000 cheaper, okay? Given the fact that the base price is $680,000, it also has a lot premium because it's got canyon views and it's on a corner lot, and it has a lot of upgrades. I'm gonna tell you, with that lot premium and those upgrades, it should be priced way higher than $55,000 over the base price. So that's why I think that home is the best deal. Now, if you're really thinking about moving to Austin, the video you really need to check out is the 15 things that I wish I would have known before I moved here. That video is right here.